know I'm destined for big shit, with or without my brother.
As soon as I get shit on lock out here, we going our separate ways, for good.
There, we're meeting up tomorrow.
Meech will be there.
We can finish what we started.
I don't want to die or wind up in jail. I'm always gonna be in my shadow.
Now, with us going into this last and final episode of season 4 of BMF, everybody and their mama, including myself, want to know if BMF is going to get canceled after this episode goes off. That's the question that everybody wants to know. Some fans think the show is going to get canceled because of what 50 Cent said and him saying that BMF is going to get canceled after season 4. And then you got some fans that don't believe it because Stars hasn't came out and announced anything yet. And the people want to know whether or not if BMF is going to get renewed for a season 5 or if it's going to get canceled. I want BMF to get renewed for a season 5. I personally enjoy watching this show. I actually like watching BMF. So we really don't know what's going to happen with this show. It's in the air at this point. Like I said, I want them to come back for a season 5. I feel like there's still more story to tell. And I feel like they could give them one more season to wrap everything up with BMF and close out all the storylines that's on the show. But if it does get canceled, then hey, it is what it is. It was fun while it lasted. But with this being the final episode of season 4, I'm pretty sure sooner than later, we will get our answers on whether or not, or if it's going to get canceled after the season 4 finale. But what's the deal with it, YouTube? What's good with y'all? What's up with everybody? I'll go by the name of DC. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about BMF season 4, episode 10, the season finale, and let y'all know my theories and predictions going into this next upcoming episode of BMF, as well as breaking down the episode 10 trailer for y'all. But before I do that and get into this breakdown for y'all, as usual, if you're finding me for the first time and you like the content that I upload and create, tap in and hit the post bell notification button to support the channel and to get updated on all content I post on my channel. Hit the like button to help the video get recommended across the algorithm, and leave your thoughts and comments down below in the comment section. And y'all let me know y'all theories and predictions going into this next upcoming episode of BMF. Now, according to the episode 10 synopsis, which is titled Dreams Deferred, it reads, Meech and Terry returns to Atlanta, where a battle ensues, changing relationships and business forever. Now, getting into this breakdown, we got Meech in this first scene right here looking at Terry inside of a helicopter. And I think Terry is about to leave Loco and Meech behind in Mexico. I think he's about to lead them in Mexico. We know in episode 9, the federales pulled up on them and started chasing them while they was heading out of Mexico trying to get to a helicopter. And like I said, I think Terry is going to leave Loco and Meech behind in Mexico, based off this scene right here where we see him riding inside of the helicopter. And it makes sense for Terry to do this too because Terry got back to the United States of America first before Meech did. I believe Meech returned to the United States of America like 6 months later after the events that took place in Mexico, so all signs is pointing towards Terry abandoning Meech and Loco and leaving them behind in Mexico. Now, continuing on with Meech, we got Meech in this scene right here talking to his crew, letting his crew know that he's destined for big shit with or without his brother. And I believe Meech is getting his crew prepared for the split up that's going to take place in this episode between him and Terry. We know Terry is going to be telling Hoops in this episode based off this scene right here that as soon as him and Meech get stuff on lock in Atlanta. So I believe both Meech and Terry is going to be getting their crews ready for the split up that's going to be taking place between Meech and Terry in this episode. And just getting them ready for the stuff that's going to take place now that Meech and Terry is going to be splitting up and going their own separate ways. Now, in this next scene right here, we got some BMF soldiers loading product inside of a limo. And how it's looking like Loco's boss Manuel is going to be supplying Meech and Terry with a new shipment. We know in episode 9, Meech and Terry went out to California in that episode to meet up with Loco's boss. And they was able to lock in and deal with him as well. And they're now going to be setting up their hub out in California. So, like I said, I believe Loco's boss Manuel is going to give Meech and Terry a new shipment in this episode. And I believe we're going to see Meech and Terry start to put the plays in motion for them to set up their hub out in California. Now, moving on, in this next scene right here, we got B. Mickey on the phone having a conversation with Lamar. And B. Mickey is telling Lamar that him and Terry is about to meet up tomorrow and Meech is going to be there and they could finish what they started and all this stuff. And I'm pretty sure B. Mickey is going to try to talk his way out of Lamar not taking him out, but I don't think Lamar is going to want to hear anything B. Mickey got to say. I'm predicting that Lamar is going to expose B. Mickey and try to take him out. I believe when Lamar has this face-off between Meech and Terry and B. Mickey as well as Hoops, which is something that I'm going to talk about later on in the video, I believe Lamar is going to expose B. Mickey and tell Meech and Terry about the plan that B. Mickey came up with in episode 1 by trying to ambush them and take them out. I definitely believe Lamar is about to expose B. Mickey in this episode. Now, in this next scene right here, we see Meech, Ashley, and Tina at a funeral, as well as Terry and Hoops. And I don't know who funeral this is that BMF is attending, but if I had to take a guess, I feel like this is B. Mickey's funeral, bro. I feel like they at B. Mickey's funeral. Because from this scene that was shown in the season 4 this season trailer, where we see another angle of this funeral that's going to take place in episode 10, both Charles and Lucille is going to be at this funeral. And the only way I could see both of them being at this funeral is if this is somebody that they personally know. I can't see them attending the funeral for Lass or Purdy. I can't see that happening. So Like I said, I believe this is B. Mickey's funeral. I believe your boy B. Mickey is about to get smoked in this episode. Y'all can let me know down below in the comment section if you feel the same way as I do, because I don't see your boy B. Mickey making it out of this episode. I don't see that happening at all. But continuing on, in this next scene right here, we got Meech, Terry, and Hoops having a conversation with each other. And Terry is telling Meech that the only thing that matters is what they do next, which Meech responds to by telling Terry and Hoops tomorrow night they're going to end all this shit once and for all. And they could be talking about BMF splitting up because, like I said, Meech and Terry will be splitting up in this episode and going their own separate ways. But I think they're talking about this Beat Mickey situation and how they're going to neutralize him. I think they're talking about that. Now, in this next scene right here, we see Markeisha and Terry having a conversation with each other. And Markeisha is telling Terry about Boom trying to kill her in episode 9 and that she needs him to be there for her. And I don't know who I need to speak to on BMF about this, but I need them to get rid of Markeisha's character, bruh. I'm tired of her ass, bruh. I'm getting so tired of Markeisha's character, bruh. Like, I don't know who I need to talk to on BMF about this, but I need them to get rid of Markeisha's character, bruh. I need them to get rid of her. Like, I don't even know why she calling Terry and asking him for help. Like, if I'm Terry, I wouldn't even take my ass back to Detroit and see what's going on with Markeisha. But we all know Terry and knows when it comes to Markeisha, he's the biggest simp for her. So I believe once Terry figure out a way to take care of this stuff that him and Meech got going on out in Atlanta, he gonna be on that first flight back to Detroit to see what's going on with Markeisha. He definitely gonna be on the first flight back to Detroit in episode 10 to check on Markeisha. Now in this scene, we got B. Mickey and Hoops having a conversation with each other. And Hoops is telling B. Mickey that he doesn't want to die or wind up in jail. And then we see B. Mickey and Hoops again in this next scene right here, as well as Terry. And we got Terry pointing the gun at B. Mickey. And it's looking like Terry might try to take the kill shot on B. Mickey in this episode, which I don't think is going to happen. I don't think Terry is going to take the kill shot on B. Mickey. We ain't seen Terry catch a body since this show been on air. I'm not expecting him to catch a body in this episode, especially take out B. Mickey. Like, ain't no way in hell that's about to happen. But it do look like your boy Lamar is going to interrupt this little meetup that's going to take place between Meech, Terry, Hoops, and B. Mickey, because in this scene right here, we see Lamar walking in with B. Mickey's wife, shooting up the spot. We got Hoops in this scene right here ducking for cover, as well as me shooting back in this next scene right here. And like I said earlier in the video, I believe this is the moment where Lamar is going to expose B. Mickey, as well as trying to take him out. But I don't think things is going to go Lamar's way, because from what I was able to find from some behind the scenes stuff that I found on the BMF Instagram page, it's looking like Lamar is about to get shot by B. Mickey based off of this behind the scenes footage of episode 10. It's looking like Lamar is about to get popped by B. Mickey again. And if that is the case, I hope B. Mickey dumbass actually kill Lamar this time. Like, don't shoot him and walk away. Actually stand over Lamar and empty out the clip. Like, I hope B. Mickey take out Lamar in this episode, because it's looking like Lamar is about to get shot by B. Mickey again. And honestly, I'm expecting Lamar to die in this episode as well. Like, I don't think Lamar is about to make it out of this episode alive. I got both Lamar and B. Mickey as my death predictions in this episode. I definitely believe both of them is getting taken out or going to jail, one or the other. But I don't see them making it out of this episode untouched. I definitely believe something is about to happen to both of them in this episode. Now, this next scene right here, we see Big Head Ass Detective Brian in the Red Dog unit. And I believe your boy Detective Brian is going to try to lock up B. Mickey in this episode for the murder of Last. We know in episode 9, Brian was able to find the murder weapon that B. Mickey used to kill Last with. And with him finding that murder weapon, that gave him all the evidence he needs to go after B. Mickey and lock him up. So, like I said, in this episode, I'm expecting your boy Detective Brian to try to lock up B. Mickey in this episode for the murder of Last. And while I'm talking about Detective Brian in the Red Dog unit, be on the lookout for a new character that's going to be popping up in this episode. And that new character is DEA Agent Taylor, who is played by Michael Chels, and please forgive me if I'm pronouncing his name wrong. And according to his character description, DEA Agent Taylor is a no-nonsense cop who assists in pursuing BMF while adding to Meech and Terry's growing list of enemies. And maybe it's just me, but it seemed like this DEA Agent Taylor character could be portraying the role of Jack Harvey. If you watch season 1 of the Blowing Money Fast documentary, then you know Jack Harvey was one of the cops that was investigating the BMF organization. And with Agent Taylor being a no-nonsense cop who is now going to be helping out with pursuing BMF, it seemed like this Agent Taylor character could be portraying the role of Jack Harvey. That's just me. Now, in this last scene, we got Meech and Terry arguing with each other. And Meech is telling Terry that he's the face of this BMF organization. And no matter how hard Terry tries, he's always going to be in his shadow. And with Meech and Terry getting ready to split up and go their own separate ways, I believe they're going to be bumping heads all throughout the episode for no reason. Like, just for pointless stuff, too. And I don't got too much to say about this scene right here between Meech and Terry, because honestly, they've been arguing over pointless stuff throughout season 4, if you ask me. So I'm going to just go ahead and end the video off right here and just leave it at that. But other than that, I can't wait to see what's next for this next upcoming episode of BMF. Hopefully they can get renewed for a season 5. If they don't, it is what it is. All good things must come to an end. It was fun while it lasted, but we're going to wait and see how things is going to play out after episode 10 airs. If you made it to the end of this video and you like the video that I uploaded and created, hit that like button to help this video get recommended across the algorithm. Tap in and hit the post bell notification button to support the channel and to get updated on all content I post on my channel. And leave your thoughts and comments down below in the comment section. Much love to everybody that's been rocking with me and supporting the channel. I appreciate y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all be safe. And God bless. I'll see y'all next time.